Hello, my name is Phil. Welcome back to another episode of Vermont's 100 covered bridges. Today I'm at the Seguin Bridge, which is in Charlotte. So when you arrive at the Seguin Bridge and you walk through, you'd be forgiven if you thought that you were still at the bridge I was at last week, which was the Quinlan Bridge, which is a mile and a half away from here. Again, we have this magnificent and original Burr arch with the King Post truss, and built around 1849, 1850, exactly the same as the Quinlan's Bridge. And even though the builder for this bridge is unknown, it's clear that it must have been the same builder. And it's not surprising that both the Finlands and the Seguin's Bridge are known as two of the most finest built bridges in the state. It's just a shame that the builder doesn't have their name attached to such praise. So, a couple of things I noticed when I came in. The first is something that I've only seen at one other bridge, and that was the Hall covered bridge down in Rockingham. And that is a mailbox inside the bridge. And above that, we've got another plaque, just like we had at the Finlands Bridge, and I'll read it to you. The Seguin Bridge, spanning the Lewis Creek and built circa 1850, is 72 feet long, and like the Quinlan Bridge downstream, is a King Post Burr arch construction. The builder is unknown. In the early 1800s, General Nathan Leavenworth operated a grist, saw and wooden cloth mill just east of this site. The woolen mill, including carding, combing and cleaning the wool, and cloth dressing operations, a colouring vat, and a fulling mill. Fulling refers to dampening and beating the wool to thicken it. The Seguin and Rules families subsequently owned the land around the bridge. So one thing I noticed from the plaque was that it said the Seguin family, whereas the bridge is Seguin. So clearly the family were known as Seguin with a G, but somehow the letter G was replaced by the letter Q, and it became the Seguin covered bridge. So it didn't take me long to find out why there was the discrepancy with the Seguin and the Seguin bridge. So when the bridge was placed on the 1974 National Register of Historical Places, the bridge was misspelled with the letter Q instead of the letter G. So apologies for my pronouncing the bridge, the Seguin Bridge, throughout this episode, and also for whatever reason pronouncing last week's bridge, the Quinlan Bridge, as Quinlan's Bridge. You have to remember this was the 6th of 8 bridges I was filming today. I think my brain was getting a little bit tired at this time. And like the Quinlan's Bridge, the Burr Arch did need some repair, and that was in the late 1950s and also in 1994. But unlike Quinlan's Bridge, it didn't need steel I-beams underneath. The most probable reason for that is because it's in less use than the Quinlan's Bridge, being far more remote and more rural. The bridge was closed for about 5 to 6 months throughout the summer and the fall of 2016. It needed major repair, not for structural damage. This was for insect rot, would you believe? Something else good about this bridge is that it has what looks like a cattle grid, but we know it's to drain water from that gentle slope so the water doesn't go onto the bridge and rot it. It will just head straight down there. And this is the second bridge that I've seen with this style of drainage. There was one a few weeks back, the Green Banks covered bridge in Dansville. So let's go down underneath the bridge, see what we can see. It certainly looked quite exciting when I pulled up, especially the rock formation upstream. Nice little path and some stepping stones, and I'll soon be underneath the bridge. I'm so glad I came down the side I did, because here we've got the stone abutment with a concrete cap, clearly a new floor under there. Behind me is concrete, a tiered, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-tiered abutment. Now that's a first. It's like a wedding cake. Lewis Creek on its way soon to pass under Quinlan's bridge. But yeah, I do like that abutment. I'm so glad I came down this side. What I am going to do is see if I can get over to this side. I don't know if it's private land, because from that side the view over upstream is really nice. But again, I've just got to check that it's not somebody's land. And looks like a public footpath. So I can get a good view of the bridge from upstream. And also make my way over to here. And when the water's in full flow, it's going to go straight down here. Look at this channel. Straight over there. And into the river. Amazing little mini gorge. and all calm after the storm. And Lewis Creek is 33 miles long, and it goes through both Addison and Chittenden counties, and it flows directly into Lake Champlain. And just to even things up, here's the Seguin Bridge from downstream. In the short space of time I've been here, this is becoming one of my favourite, not when I say the favourite bridge, favourite scenic. It's just stunning down here. And again, this is the 9th of October. Blue skies all around, and wow, I could stay here all day. I've got 2 more bridges to do. I've got 3 hours to do it. Well, what can I say that I haven't already said? Very high up in my list of top 5, maybe even top 3 covered bridges. You know, I could just get a tent and just kip out here in the woods for a couple of nights, just soaking this all in. What a beautiful scene. And it's all absolutely free. Every single covered bridge I've seen so far is free. Come and view them all. Thanks again to Vermont Covered Bridge Society. Without all their information, without their support, I'd have never have got this project off the ground, and I'm so glad I did. And they really are a great organisation to get involved with, and I urge you, please, just by joining for $15, you're helping. So that's it for now. Join me again next week. It's probably about 10 minutes away. It may not be free. I'll see you next week.